Is your weekend coming around? Any plans? Well, why don't you turn it up a bit differently this time? I mean, a bit more healthy this time. Well, you don't have to frown because this time you're gonna love it. Trust me. Yes, let's look into the top 10 healthy tips to make the most of your weekends. Usually, over the weekends, we mostly lay on the couch and lie there up till evening, doing absolutely nothing. But I won't criticize that. Changing that can really make a difference in your personal life and your work-life balance, and this can be done in a ton of ways by including these tips into your routine. Number 10. Get into a sport. Well, I get it. You might not have enough time for that. It's not always clear to spend a little time on sports on weekdays, between work, housework, grocery shopping, and other situations of extreme idleness. Thankfully, that's what the weekend is for, and the usefulness of playing a sport only on weekends may surprise you. Sports on the weekend are nearly as good for your body and health as it is during the week. The only need for positive results is actively engaging in your favorite sport over these weekend sessions. When you don't have enough time, it might be difficult to organize a sports session on weekdays that barely lives up to its name. The weekend can thus offer the advantage of having lots of time on your hands to go off for many hours and perform whatever activity you like. The 4-hour bike trips, some lengthy expeditions as part of your upcoming marathon preparation, or the endless tennis matches, but trust me, you'll start to love it. Number 9. Find a new hobby. Now, this isn't just about finding a book or sketching for some minutes, but indulging in it completely. While sticking to a plan is crucial, the same routine may get monotonous, especially if you spend too much time on low-value activities like watching TV, scrolling through reels, or participating in unhealthy habits that restrict your personal achievement. Spending time performing a pleasurable activity that is unrelated to work or other chores can make you feel happier and more satisfied with life. It will allow you to spend time on something totally for your own advantage rather than the benefits of others. Without a pastime, your weekend may become tiresome and taxing, and you may find yourself in an unhealthy cycle week after week. Number 8. Avoid routine. Our lives might get into a routine when we do the same activities week after week. This is often due to the fact that our work drives us into these habits, but over the weekend you will have time to escape them. Try something new, accept invites, and avoid thinking of what you typically do on a Saturday or Sunday to put yourself in a fresh weekend frame of mind. Getting it? Number 7. Put some things off. How many times have you convinced yourself that you'll spend the weekend relaxing, only to wake up anxious and fatigued on Monday? You're not alone if this sounds all too familiar. To begin with, try to unplug from work and social media. Make time for yourself and do something that brings you joy, whether it's reading, going for a stroll, or spending time with family and friends. You may also utilize the weekend for sleeping in. You see, ever since the internet entered our life, our job followed us home while we were meant to be with our families. After a while, you may become less productive and more burned out at work as a result of it. Yet you keep doing it to pay the bills. We all have them, and we must care for them in order to appreciate what we have. Got it? Number 6. Express gratitude. This is something you should do on a daily basis, not just on weekends. Thank God for your family, friends, health, food on your table, clothing, and a roof over your head. You may be thankful for many small things, such as a fresh beginning, the sun, the air you breathe, or a newborn that smiled at you. Just try not to compare your situation to that of others. It serves neither you nor them. The fundamental source of happiness is gratitude. When you're joyful, happiness spreads to everyone around you. Number 5. Declutter your home. If you still have some energy from the previous week, consider simplifying your surroundings. That closet door that won't close? Is your paperwork disorganized? Is there a lot of stuff in the bathroom? A few ideas should help, even if you didn't do everything in one weekend. What's important is that you will progress significantly. Take a look at your favorite outfits. This should make deciding what to dump and what to donate to charity easier. Organize your material and file cabinets, and if necessary, attempt to construct some more storage space. Remove any old bath and cosmetic items from the bathroom. Use a basic glass container set or a woven basket strategically positioned beneath the sink to become more organized. Number 4. Eat healthily. Did you miss making that green juice because you usually rush to work? You no longer have an excuse. It simply takes a couple of minutes. You only need organic celery, a peeled cucumber, romaine, kale, and a pear. Push the juicer's button, and it's off. When you taste how delicious it is, you'll make green juicing a habit that will last longer than a weekend. Aside from that, eat more fruits and vegetables. Number 3. Stop being a chronic worrier. Set away your what if Thought. Avoid worrying about things you can't control, such as the government shutdown, the economy, the weather, or anything else. Instead, you should maintain control over yourself. Make a list of the things that worry you and assign an action to each one. Have you recently picked up too much weight? Make a plan to tackle the problem. Are you up against a deadline? Make a list of the actions you must do to complete the job. And if you don't have anything of the sort, why don't you try meditation, You do not have to be a Buddhist to meditate. It all comes down to paying attention to the current moment. Meditation enhances your creative thinking, allows you to focus, and helps you discover pleasure in your life. Meditation is the most effective approach to managing your stress and energy levels. Yoga is also a type of meditation that may help you combat stress and achieve the body and mind calm. Number 2, pause and pay attention to your thoughts. When was the last time you paid attention to your conversations? The conversations with yourself. What are you trying to tell yourself? What is the vibe you're getting? It can be either good or bad, but never both at the same time. If your thinking is negative, consider changing the language you use in your thoughts. You should quit saying no, not, and don't. Our reaction to the words we employ instead will be radically different. Stay calm. Sounds a lot better than don't panic, doesn't it? Now, does that feel good? Now, why don't you try recollecting some past forgotten funny moments? You miss those moments, don't you? There is never enough of it, right? And even if you don't have any of those, try getting yourself some jokes online. The best medicine ever. Humor boosts mood in a variety of ways. It helps you cope with stress, boosts your immune system, and makes you 40% less likely to have a heart attack or a stroke. Finally, number 1, spend time with loved ones. Reconnect with family members or pals who have been neglected recently. Don't do anything out of a necessity or guilt. You should do it just because you want to. Contact them to check how they're doing. Don't just call them when you need them. Return their calls if you were unavailable when they last tried to contact you. Speak with them. Take their advice. Be available to them. You see, the value of interpersonal interaction is critical to your well-being. And if you don't have relatives or friends near you because of a job or other circumstances, seek out people who share your interests. Learn about them. Spend quality time with them, even if it's only for coffee or supper, or organize a group city trip. You'll feel far better than spending time alone. Weekends are a time to recharge, relax, and be happy. After a long week of work, the weekend is a time to relax and unwind, free of stress and deadlines. We must create happiness, so use your weekends wisely and attempt to include these 10 healthy tips to finish additional jobs that you cannot do during the week for a ton of reasons. So what do you think? Ready for some changes? Cool.